Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system. This is computer lecture for class 9. Unit number is 3. This is the title page of computer science and IT book for class 9. Unit number 3 is about the networks. In this chapter we will discuss about the computer networks. What are the computer networks? Students, in our daily life we use computers to browse the internet, send and receive emails, play online games, watch online videos, download music, take online courses, read daily newspaper. So all these work have done with the help of computer to browse the internet, and through computers we browse the internet, send and receive mails, play games, videos, music, different courses and newspaper. All such activities require a computer connected with some other computer to make a computer network. So whenever a computer is connected with another computer, it will be a computer network. They can be linked through a wire or wirelessly. A communication medium connecting multiple computers is called a communication channel. So that communication medium which connect multiple computers that will be attached together is called communication channel. This picture is showing the overview of computer networks. Here you can see different connectors. Different computers are connected with each other with wire or with signals. They are getting signals to each other. Next we have the definition of computer network. A computer network is a group of computer systems and other computing hardware devices which link together through communication channel. So this is the definition of computer network. What is computer network? Computer network is a group of computer systems. So it may be two or more computers and other computing hardware devices like printers, like scanners and other hardware devices which are linked together through some communication channel, with wires or wirelessly. A network facilitates communication and resource sharing among the connected devices. So when these different devices and computers are connected with each other, a network will made, and this facilitates the communication among all the connected computers, and they can share their resources like printers, scanners and other devices. Networks are connected together to make a larger network which is called network of networks. So when different networks are connected together, they form a full chain of networks which is called network of networks. The internet is considered as the most well-known example of network of networks, where different networks are connected to each other to communicate and to share their resources. Next, our topic is need of a computer network. Why we need a computer network? A computer network is established for the purpose of sharing resources. What kind of resources we have you want to share? We can share file, we can share hardware devices. So here we have some of these resources. Number one is file sharing. Networking of computers help a network user to share files. For example, if you need date sheet of your board examination, you can get the file through the internet without visiting BICE, Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education Office. So it is making our life easy. If you want any file or any resource material from any office, you can simply get that file, that document through file sharing. Similarly, BICE requires your picture and your biodata for admission form. They can get all these files over a network. So through network, the life is getting easy and you can share, you can get, you can send your file easily through a network. Example, next we have the example, if all your school teachers want to prepare a combined result using computers, they can share files over a school network or the internet. So in this way, through the network, they can easily get and send and receive the files. Moreover, sharing files with others who are living in different city or even countries much helpful and is done in the same way. For example, you want to send a file to your friend who is in America or England, you can easily send your file through a network. Next we have the hardware sharing. Users can share devices such as printers, scanners. For example, in a banking environment, many computers are sharing one single printer. Is the best example of hardware sharing. CD-ROM drives, hard disk drives. For example, in an office, usually there are less number of printers and scanners than the available number of computers. So using a network, these resources are shared to get a cost efficient solution. Next, you can share application. So next is application sharing. Applications can be shared over the network. It means that more than one user may use the same application. For example, in a bank, cashier, manager, ATM, automated teller machine, users use same application over the network. Bank balance updated at one point is updated for all branches immediately. जैसे ही आप बैंक बैलेंस को यहाँ पे अपडेट करते हैं थ्रू मशीन, थ्रू ए नेटवर्क, ऑटोमेटिकली जितने भी नेटवर्क से आप कनेक्टेड है, ब्रांचेस से आप कनेक्टेड है आपका नेटवर्क, वहां पे भी ये अपडेशन हो जाती है ऑटोमेटिकली. शेयरिंग ए सिंगल इंटरनेट कनेक्शन यूजिंग थ्रू इंटरनेट, you can share the internet connection at home and office. We can share one internet connection with many users. User communication, yes, through email, through news groups, through video conferencing, we can communicate with many people at a time. So communication with many people sitting on different locations is possible due to network. Your online class is the best example of user communication, and a video conference is also very important example of user communication. Next, increasing storage capacity. Storage capacity means the limit to store data in a computer. If we connect our computer to another computer having more storage, then we can also use the disk space of that computer. So in this way we can store and access files stored remotely. In this setup, a computer providing the storage is called file server and computer accessing that space is called workstation. इंक्रीजिंग स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी में आप अपने किसी भी दूसरे कंप्यूटर पर को जो नेटवर्क पे मौजूद है उसकी स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी को यूज कर सकते हैं इजीली. इस तरह के सेटअप में जिसमें आप नेटवर्क पे दूसरे कंप्यूटर जो मौजूद है उसकी स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी को यूज कर रहे हैं, तो जो कंप्यूटर आपको प्रोवाइड कर रहा है स्टोरेज को उसको फाइल सर्वर कहते हैं, और जो कंप्यूटर एक्सेस कर रहा है उस स्पेस को यूज कर रहा है इज कॉल्ड द वर्क स्टेशन. नेक्स्ट we have the client server relationship. What is client server relationship? A server provides a service and a client gets that service. So it's very simple. What is server? Who provides some service, and client who gets this service. So in computer science environment, server is the one who is giving you some service and client is the one who is getting the service. So a client application requests some services from another application which acts as a server. So as a client, as a user, computer user, जब भी हम कोई रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं किसी सर्विस के लिए तो हम लोग क्लाइंट होते हैं और जो हमें सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा होता है वो हमारा सर्वर होता है. When we access a website, जब भी आप किसी वेबसाइट को ओपन करते हैं, we get कंटेंट्स ऑन आवर स्क्रीन सर्व्ड बाय ए सर्वर. तो उस वेबसाइट के कंटेंट्स हमारी स्क्रीन पे ओपन हो जाते हैं जो सर्वर हमें एज ए अपनी सर्विस के तौर पे शो करवा रहा होता है. Our emails are also there on some server, and when we provide username and password, the server verifies credentials and serves our email records. For example, email is the best example. ईमेल किसी भी सर्वर पे मौजूद है जो हमें सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहा है। जब हम अपना यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड एंटर करते हैं तो सर्वर उसको वेरीफाई करता है और फिर हमारे ईमेल रिकॉर्ड्स को ओपन कर देता है। एंड ईमेल यूजर इज इन दिस एग्जांपल इज क्लाइंट। यहाँ पे ईमेल यूजर जो है, ईमेल को जो यूज कर रहा है वो क्लाइंट है जो हमें ये सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा है। ही इज कॉल्ड द सर्वर। नेक्स्ट we are going to explain in detail about the client. Who is client and server? We know the idea. A client is a process that access a service provided by server. जो सर्वर की सर्विस जो सर्वर है जो सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा है उसकी सर्विस को जो यूज करता है, he is called the client. For example, to check email we use web browser as a client. The client provides a user interface to carry out actions like giving username, password. It forwards request to the server which in return provides the required service. So email is the best example. When the client provides a user, the client provide करता है यूजर को एक इंटरफेस ऐसा जिसमें वो अपना यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड राइट डाउन कर सकता है, एंटर कर सकता है। वो उसकी रिक्वेस्ट को फॉरवर्ड करता है सर्वर तक, एंड द सर्वर in return provides the required service. It is important to know whether a client is hardware or software. ये जानना जरूरी है कि आपका क्लाइंट जो है वो हार्डवेयर है या सॉफ्टवेयर है। In general, a client is a hardware. Generally, client जो है वो हार्डवेयर होता है। Where a cell phone, laptop, desktop computer are shown as clients. But in particular, the software running on the hardware is the process which makes it a client. Next we have the concept of server. A server is a physical computer dedicated to run services to serve the needs of its clients. और सर्वर एक फिजिकल कंप्यूटर है जो डेडिकेट कर रहा है इस तरह सर्विसेज को रन कराने के लिए, एग्जीक्यूट कराने के लिए, ताकि क्लाइंट्स की नीड्स को फुलफिल किया जा सके। डिपेंडिंग ऑन द सर्विस दैट इज रनिंग, it could be a file server, database server, print server or web server. So here we have different kinds of servers according to their function. The services which provide us files are called file server, which provides us database are the database server, then the print server and the web server. Next we have the physical structure of networks. Physically, networks are connected with each another. Here we have the classification in terms of type of connection and topology. Types of connection. Two devices can communicate with each other when they are connected in some way to the same link at the same time. Point to point and multiple point are two possible types of connector. So when two devices so easily two devices can communicate with each other when they are connected. जब भी हम दो डिवाइसेस को आपस में कनेक्ट करते हैं वो आपस में कम्युनिकेशन करती हैं। Here we have the types of connectors: point-to-point connection and multiple point connection. Point-to-point connections are those kind of connection which is a direct link only between two devices. अगर दो डिवाइसेस को डायरेक्ट लिंक के साथ हम लोग जोड़ दें तो वो पॉइंट टू पॉइंट कनेक्शन कराएगा, in which one will be the sender, other one will be the receiver. For example, there is a point-to-point connection between a remote control and a TV. Is the example of point-to-point connection. Multi-point connection. In multi-point connection, there is a link between a sender and multiple receivers. Multi-point connection में there is a link between एक link होता है sender और multiple receivers के दरमियान में। यहाँ पे एक sender हो सकता है, multiple receivers हो सकते हैं, और multiple senders और multiple receivers हो सकते हैं. So it is called the multi-point connection. So more devices can share a single link. For example, Wi-Fi based network, a single link is shared among multiple devices. Wi-Fi based device is a single link. It's the best example of multi-point connection. Next we have the network topologies. Yes, networks are arranged in different forms. So a network of computers can be arranged in different forms. These are called the topologies. Topology of a network is a geometric representation of the relationship among the interconnected devices. के डिवाइसेस किस तरह से आपस में कनेक्टेड है, उनको हम टोपोलॉजी कहते हैं नेटवर्क का. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव द बस टोपोलॉजी. A bus topology connects all the devices of the network through a single common cable having exactly two endpoints as shown in figure 3.7. So students, as shown in figure 3.7, we can see that this is the arrangement of bus topology in which we have a single common cable, and the two endpoints as shown in figure. This cable is called the backbone of the topology, and the different computers are connected with this single point. So all of the devices of the network are connected to a common transmission medium, which is this cable, which has exactly two endpoints. In this simple form of networking, failure of any single device does not affect other devices connected with the cable. Next we have the star topology. A star topology connects all devices using point-to-point connections via cables to a central point as shown in figure 3.8. The central point is known as hub or switch. The central device controls all the traffic through. Therefore, devices can transfer data to each other only through the central point. So look at the figure 3.8. Here we have the picture of star topology. This picture is showing the star topology. This is called the in between. This blue device is called the hub or switch. It is providing services and making a network, which is a star topology. And all the other computers are connected to each other, so they can easily transfer their data through this switch or hub. Easy to install and configure. Star topology consumes more cable than the bus topology. However, if there is some problem in a cable, then only the respective computer gets disconnected from the network. अगर कहीं भी किसी केबल में कोई प्रॉब्लम आ जाए तो उससे पूरा नेटवर्क मुतासिर नहीं होगा, सिर्फ दैट कनेक्शन, दैट कंप्यूटर जिसकी केबल में प्रॉब्लम आई है, सिर्फ उसी का काम डिस्टर्ब होगा. And this star topology needs more cable than the bus topology. On the other hand, if there is some problem in the hub or switch, then whole network becomes dead. अगर लेकिन hub या switch में कोई प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है तो पूरा नेटवर्क डाउन हो जाएगा. Next we have the ring topology. A ring topology connects a computer with exactly two other computers. Ring topology connect करती है एक कंप्यूटर को दो अदर कंप्यूटर से. Look at this computer number A. It is connected with 1 and 2. Again, these computers are connected with the two computers. So ring topology connects a computer with exactly two other computers, forming a ring of computers. So it is called ring topology. A computer can send data to its immediate neighbor. A ring can be unidirectional or bidirectional. ये यूनिडायरेक्शनल भी हो सकती है और बाइडायरेक्शनल भी हो सकती है. In a unidirectional ring topology, data is sent either clockwise or anti-clockwise. This is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. In a bidirectional ring topology, data can travel in any direction easily. Upon receiving data, a computer may pass data to its next neighbor. In this way, data reaches the desired destination. A failure of connection between two computers may down the whole network. अगर इस नेटवर्क में किसी भी जगह पे कोई फेलियर आ जाता है, उससे पूरा नेटवर्क जो है इफेक्ट होगा. Unlike star topology, does not require a central device. Ring topology को central device की जरूरत नहीं होती. In this topology, all the computers are connected with a network. Next, we have the mesh topology. Mesh topology connects all devices with each other. Mesh topology तमाम devices को एक दूसरे के साथ मिलाती है through a direct link, एक direct link के जरिए. As compared to ring topology, data may reach its destination more quickly. Ring topology की निस्बत इसमें डाटा बहुत जल्द अपने कंप्यूटर रिक्वायर्ड डेस्टिनेशन तक पहुंच जाता है. The mesh topology इज एन एक्सपेंसिव टोपोलॉजी, ये बहुत एक्सपेंसिव टोपोलॉजी है इन टर्म्स ऑफ केबल कॉस्ट, क्योंकि इसमें ज़्यादा केबल रिक्वायर्ड होती है। इट यूजेस ए लेंथी केबल टू कनेक्ट कंप्यूटर्स एज कंपेयर टू द केबल यूज्ड इन अदर टोपोलॉजीज। अदर टोपोलॉजीज की निस्बत इसमें कंप्यूटर ज़्यादा कनेक्टेड है और इसमें ज़्यादा केबल रिक्वायर्ड होती है। इट इज़ ए कम्प्लेक्स टाइप ऑफ टोपोलॉजी, सो इट इज़ कॉल्ड मैश टोपोलॉजी। द मैश टोपोलॉजी इज मोर रिलायबल, इसमें ज़्यादा क्विकली डाटा एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ट्रांसफर होता है, ज़्यादा रिलायबल तरीके से, एंड इट ऑफर्स पॉइंट टू पॉइंट कनेक्शन। It is also considered more secure as data travels only between a sender and a receiver. Next we have the topic basics of data communication. Data communication refers to exchange of messages between sending and receiving devices through some communication medium. So through data communication क्या है? Exchange of messages है. One is sending message to the other, and other one is receiving the message through some devices, and this is called the communication medium. That device through which a message is transferred from one point to another is called communication medium. These messages are actually the information which can be represented in any form. It can be in text, numbers, images, audio and video. Here we have some components of a communication system. A communication system is used to transfer data from one point to another. The process of data transmission has well-defined steps and they are executed in a particular sequence. Communication system क्यों यूज किया जाता है? डाटा की ट्रांसफर के लिए फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट टू अनदर, और जो प्रोसेस है डाटा ट्रांसमिशन का वो वेल डिफाइंड स्टेप्स के तौर पे काम करता है, एंड दे आर एग्जीक्यूटेड इन ए पर्टिकुलर सीक्वेंस, और एक खास मखसूस सीक्वेंस से वो स्टेप्स एग्जीक्यूट करता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू वांट टू सेंड योर पिक्चर फ्रॉम योर कंप्यूटर और सेल फोन टू समवन एल्स, यू नीड ए कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम। अगर आपके पास कोई कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम होगा तो आप उसको अपनी पिक्चर को एक डिवाइस से दूसरी डिवाइस में सेंड कर सकते हैं। मेन कंपोनेंट्स कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम के क्या है? सेंडर एंड रिसीवर। हु इज द सेंडर? सेंडर इज अ डिवाइस दैट इनिशिएट्स द कम्युनिकेशन प्रोसेस। सेंडर वो डिवाइस होती है जो आपकी कम्युनिकेशन प्रोसेस जहां से स्टार्ट होता है, इनिशिएट करवाती है। इट सेंड्स मैसेजेस कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ टेक्स्ट, नंबर्स, पिक्चर्स। इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड सोर्स और ट्रांसमीटर। इसको हम सोर्स और ट्रांसमीटर भी कहते हैं। नॉर्मली कंप्यूटर इज यूज्ड एज ए सेंडर इन ए कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम। कंप्यूटर को एज ए सेंडर यूज किया जाता है। व्हाट इज रिसीवर? रिसीवर इज ए डिवाइस दैट रिसीव्स ए मैसेज। जो मैसेज को आपके रिसीव करता है उस डिवाइस को हम रिसीवर कहते हैं। इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड सिंक, SINK, सिंक। द रिसीवर कैन बी कंप्यूटर, प्रिंटर और अनदर डिवाइस। रिसीवर कोई कंप्यूटर, प्रिंटर या कोई और डिवाइस भी हो सकती है। इसको आप इंस्ट्रक्शंस सेंड कर रहे हैं। द रिसीवर मस्ट बी कैपेबल ऑफ एक्सेप्टिंग ए मैसेज। रिसीवर डिवाइस या रिसीवर ऐसा होना चाहिए जो आपके मैसेज को एक्सेप्ट कर ले। मैसेज, सो द मेन थिंग इज द मैसेज which a sender sends and receiver receives. So message is the data or information to be communicated. मैसेज वो डाटा और इंफॉर्मेशन है जिसको आप कम्युनिकेट करना चाहते हैं। इट मे कंसिस्ट ऑफ टेक्स्ट, नंबर, पिक्चर, साउंड, वीडियो और एनी कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ दिस। इन ए डाटा कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम एक मैसेज इज सेंट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पैकेट्स। डाटा कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम में मैसेज को पैकेट्स की फॉर्म में सेंड किया जाता है। ईच मैसेज हैज टू पार्ट्स। हर मैसेज के दो हिस्से होते हैं, पेलोड एंड कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन। What is payload? What is control information? Payload is the actual contents of a message. Payload जो होता है मैसेज के एक्चुअल कंटेंट्स होते हैं कि उस मैसेज में क्या मौजूद है। Whereas the control information contains information about the sender and receiver, that who is sending and who is receiving. So control information is called the header of a message. हम control information को header of the message भी कह सकते हैं जिसमें सेंडर और रिसीवर की इंफॉर्मेशन मौजूद है। इट इज जस्ट लाइक ए राइटिंग ए लेटर। व्हेन वी राइट ए लेटर अलोंग विद द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट इट्स सेंडर एंड रिसीवर। इन दिस एग्जांपल योर लेटर इज द पेलोड। आपका लेटर यहाँ पे पेलोड है। इट रिक्वायर्स द कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन कि किसको डिस्पैच करना है रिप्लाई लेने के लिए। दैट इज कॉल्ड द कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन। Next we have the example. Suppose you want to distribute your books of 8th class of different people, and it is possible that the recipient of a book may write you a letter of thanks. You put a label on each book containing the destination address without any further instructions. In this example, this label is a header, also called control information. तो आप जब भी अपनी कोई बुक्स को सेंड करेंगे फ्रेंड को, उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन, उसका नेम, उसका एड्रेस राइट करेंगे, और बुक जो है आपका मैसेज है, आप उसके सेंडर हैं, एंड वन योर फ्रेंड इज द रिसीवर. Next we have the protocol. What is protocol in computer networks? A protocol is a format agreement between two parties. दो parties के दरमियान कोई formal agreement को protocol कहते हैं. For example, if you buy or sell your piece of land, you make a formal agreement. So this will be your formal agreement between two parties. A network protocol in computer sciences, network protocol क्या है? Is a formal arrangement between two computers to send and receive messages. नेटवर्क प्रोटोकॉल एक फॉर्मल अरेंजमेंट है दो कंप्यूटर्स की, ताकि वो एक दूसरे के साथ सेंडिंग एंड रिसीविंग कर सके इंफॉर्मेशन को. वेरी स्पेसिफिकली, ए नेटवर्क प्रोटोकॉल डिफाइंस a set of rules and procedures for communication between sender and a receiver. So network protocol किस चीज को डिफाइन करते हैं? उन रूल्स को, सेट ऑफ रूल्स को, प्रोसीजर्स के जो कम्युनिकेशन का बाइस बनते हैं सेंडर और रिसीवर के दरमियान. Here we have some protocols. Transmission medium. Medium is the physical part that connects a sender and a receiver. Medium एक वो चीज है जिसके जरिए कनेक्शन होता है सेंडर और रिसीवर के दरमियान. It is used to transmit data. The medium can be copper wire, fiber optic, microwave. ये मीडियम कोई भी हो सकता है जो सेंडर और रिसीवर को आपस में मिला रहा है. किसी भी तरह की कोई वायर, फाइबर ऑप्टिक भी हो सकती है, and it is called the communication channel. So this picture is showing that the message is transmitted from sender to a receiver through some transmission medium. The devices may use multiple channels at the same time. For example, if a cell phone is connected with the internet, it uses data of channel of 3G, 4G and light for using the internet services. Next we have computer network models. We have different kinds of computer network models. The whole communication process is carried out in different layers, and these layers are application layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer and physical layer, where each layer performs one or more specific tasks. Application layer performs different tasks, transport layer performs different tasks. The internet also uses a layered communication model. जो इंटरनेट है वो भी एक layered communication model है, and we call it transmission control protocol or internet protocol, TCP and IP. TCP stands for transmission control protocol, and IP means internet protocol. Is a suite of protocols that provides end-to-end connectivity between devices, and it consists of 5 layers. The concept of layering can be explained with post office example. Here we have the example of post office, through which we will explain the working of all layers. Suppose you are in Lahore, आप लाहौर में हैं, and you want to write a letter to your friend in Islamabad. आप इस्लामाबाद में आपका एक फ्रेंड है, आप उसको लेटर लिखना चाहते हैं. After writing the letter, you insert it in an envelope. खत लिखने के बाद आप उसको एक envelope में डालेंगे. Write address of your friend, अपने फ्रेंड का एड्रेस लिखेंगे और उसको मेल बॉक्स में ड्रॉप कर देंगे. As there may be many people living at the same address, so you write the name of your friend on the envelope. हो सकता है उस एड्रेस पे बहुत सारे लोग रहते हो, तो आप इसलिए अपने फ्रेंड का नाम भी लिखेंगे तो स्पेसिफिकली, ताकि उसी फ्रेंड को आपका लेटर मिले. Your nearest post office takes the letter. आपका जो नियरेस्ट पोस्ट ऑफिस है वो आपका लेटर लेके जनरल पोस्ट ऑफिस में लाहौर में लेके जाएगा, which sends the same to general postal office in Islamabad. Ultimately the letter reaches at its address and then to your friends. Then he or she can read the message and write a reply. So here we can relate this example with the layered network model of TCB, transmission communication protocol and internet protocol. Assume that two persons are chatting using a computer network. So here we have the comparison of postal system and layered network. In writing a letter, you can consider only writing paper message without concerning about the names of the post office staff who will handle the envelope. But in case of layered network, while chatting, you are concerned only about the messages without bothering about the kind of network, wireless or wired. This is called application layer. Next we have the transport layer. In postal example, you write sender and receiver information over the envelope, out it in the letter box. In transport layer, establishes connection between client and his server. It tries to send a message, but if there is some error, like your computer is disconnected from the network, then it informs the application program. Also, the transport layer then the application trusts the transport layer that the message will reach at its destination. So at this stage, port number is added with message header for indication of specific application at that destination. Next, we have the network layer. A program running on the network layer moves the data to the other network. उसको एक network से दूसरे network में कौन भेजता है? Network layer. So a chat message is transferred to other Wi-Fi router of your friend, from where it is delivered to your friend and he or she can see it on screen. A network handles all messages in the same way, either if they are emails, pictures and voice messages. Next we have the data link layer. Sends a message to the server connected with the sender. If you are chatting at home with a Wi-Fi connection, then the data link layer sends messages from your computer to Wi-Fi router. तो data link layer आपके चैनल से Wi-Fi router तक आपका मैसेज को सेंड करते हैं. And physical layer is about the physical medium using all this communication like cabling. So each layer adds some control information called header with the data received from the layer above it. The actual contents of the message is called payload, is hidden inside the header at each layer, like a letter is hidden inside an envelope. This is called encapsulation. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.